Most bankers aren't ready to help you until after their third cup of coffee. But with Central National Bank's after-hours service, you don't have to wait for the bank lobby to open to get help. You can contact us from 6 to 8:30 in the morning or from 5 to 10 in the evening, and we'll connect you to a real, live, local person who can answer questions and fix problems 7 days a week. Bank different. Bank Central. Central National Bank. Member FDIC.
Bwaaa!
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. Dad drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Bwaaa midweek, whatever the hell we're calling this thing.
This one is the DIY AI episode again. So again,
AI.
we went playing around with some more AI stuff. So Mike,
Is that how you say it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to phonetically spell it, I guess that's the right word for spelling. So
what are we doing in the wide world of DIY?
DIY AI. So Mike, I with all this new AI technology, I have
wide world of sports.
added the AI tag to
Cool.
all of my news outlets that I watch and everything and listen to. So I've been getting some AI news articles.
Is this like chat?
Or blog, AI bloggers, whatever you want to call it. But it was actually a restaurant blogger where I got this from. And
I like food.
The restaurant blogger had created an upscale restaurant for New York State with a paired wine list of local New York wines.
This was all created via
AI.
Oh, wow.
And then verified. So
verified
the blogger,
how? What? I don't understand.
well, the blogger verified it. So it paired wines with
Blogger
food.
verified.
Well. What I mean by verifying is it took what the AI spit out.
I got you.
And went and found the actual wines in New York State.
Sure.
Tasted the food, paired the wines, did the whole recipes, that whole thing, because it spits out recipes that go down to exactly like preheat the oven, put it in the oven this long, bread it this way.
I want to put one small disclaimer out there. If you're going to have AI write your recipes, check it for ball bearings before you eat it.
Don't eat recipes. Check the recipe for ball bearings before you eat it, for sure.
I'm just saying AI generated.
Oh,
I would
AI
think
generated.
it would have robot parts in it
robot parts or something. Yeah, maybe. So, it created this crazy list. So I had the idea of doing some King of the Hill AI stuff, So I had asked the AI to make a theme park. So I'm going to talk about the theme park first, and then I also asked the AI to make a food truck. So
a King of the Hill based AI generated food truck. Cool.
And theme park. So first I'll go through the theme park. The theme park would be called Arlen Adventure Park.
Okay. All right.
And the whole park is kind of laid out like the neighborhood, the city of Arlen.
Yep.
So you would go to different rides based on different parts of the city and things like that. So the park is designed to provide visitors with an immersive experience that captures the essence of life in the fictional town of Arlen, Texas. Welcome to Arlen Adventure Park, a theme park based on the hit animated series King of the Hill.
Wonderful.
So some of the main attractions that we have here at the King of the Hill theme park, Arlen Adventure Park, Mike, are Strickland Propane. So this starts off with a local propane and propane accessories store. When you walk into when you first walk, it's the gift store area. When you're getting your tickets to get inside the place, kind of thing.
Sure.
And it has a mock of the store, and sure enough, they sell Strickland Propane branded grills and grill accessories and all kinds of things like that of that nature, souvenirs. And they also have a guy dressed in a Hank Hill outfit.
Yeah, sure.
Cartoonishly large Hank Hill outfit standing in the foyer there, greeting people, and you can take your picture with Hank and that kind of thing. Okay, so the next.
I'm in already.
I love it. I love it. It's great. It's great. It gets even better, believe it or not. So
I'm paying my $29.95 for an all-day pass.
Yeah. I'm buying the season pass. We're going all summer long. So now you go to the next one, which is a roller coaster thrill ride known as the Megalomart Express.
Oh, I like that.
So it takes you through what is a immersive roller coaster through a Megalomart. So it's this crazy ride that takes you through. It's the Megalomart Express.
Do you remember at Six Flags Over Texas at the very top of it was either Judge Roy Scream or it may have been before that one. There was like this little tunnel that you go through, and at one point there were like animatronic cowboys on either side.
About. Yeah, I know what you're
I would
about.
just want like Chuck Mangione in there, just sitting and talking about his stuff, or playing "Feel So Good" or something.
Yeah. All right. So the next
or
thing,
living later.
So the next is Rainy Street, which is a strip of vendors and place where you get food, drinks, and stuff like that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But all of the shops are the homes of the residents of King of the Hill. So you have the Hills, then you have Bill's home, and then you have Dale and Nancy's house, and then you have Boomhauer's.
Bill's house, where you can get the special of the day, which is always uncooked weenies and warm water.
There you go.
Yeah.
And so that's all the street vendors. And then the next one is Arlen High School, where they have different mock things that are going on.
Yeah.
So they'll have like mock pep rallies.
It
and
should
then there's
be Tom Landry Middle School.
Should be Tom Landry Middle School. Just
okay. All right. I'm keeping that in mind.
We're getting there. We're getting there. So it's also like a chance to relive high school memories. So it's all like little high school things you go through.
That makes sense.
In the theme of King of the Hill, where you get to go into like, here's the Bobby Hill's classroom for this teacher or whatever. You get to see some of the immersive stuff for the school. They also have a building right next door to the Arlen High School that is the Tom Landry Middle School.
And that's the way I picture it, those two schools being right next to each other.
Yeah, so in the middle school, it's similar to the high school, but it's for all of the actual characters are actually in this show. So you're able to take a tour of the school, and they have some participation activities where you can participate in some classes and things like that.
Participation activities.
And then, boom, it takes you to another thrill ride. We have the Strickland Propane Tank Ride, which puts you in a giant propane tank.
Okay.
This ride, it circles the entire park, and it is a ride that spins you in the propane tank while you spin around the park.
Yeah, I like that.
So don't worry, it's safe. Hank makes sure that the propane...
Don't worry, it's safe.
Well, they have a Hank Hill that stands there and checks every ride to make sure that all rides are safe and that everybody is seated properly on the ride.
Okay.
Well, no good theme park is in Texas is without its rodeo. So we have the Arlen Rodeo.
Okay.
So in this
Makes
rodeo,
sense.
it's the real thing. It's real cowboys, real cowgirls competing in real events like bull riding, barrel racing, and calf roping.
Do you have somebody dressed up like Dale's dad?
There is a drag show at the rodeo.
That's great. Yeah, I love it.
So there is a drag show at the rodeo.
Yeah. Which are now illegal in some states.
In some states, which is crazy.
Sure.
Is medieval. And the next is you get Leanne's Beauty Salon. So this is for the moms who go take their kids to this park. The kids run free in a very safe park, a very, very well-protected park, a very, very, very safe place to let your kids explore while you're able to take some leisurely time. And if you want that leisurely time, ladies, you could head over to Luann's Beauty Salon,
nice.
where they have haircuts, manicures, and they'll even have Peggy and Luann in there that you could take pictures with. And also a surprise guest, Luann's teacher. Luann's hair teacher is also there and they do little skits every hour on the hour.
Sure.
Little beauty salon skits.
Love it.
Then you have the Hills Hillbilly Heaven. It is a restaurant. It is the best restaurant, arguably, by all reviews, for critics of the park. have put this one as the #1 place to eat inside of there. It is down home cooking. At the Hills Hillbilly Heaven, you can enjoy the best barbecue, fried chicken, and sweet tea in the state of Texas.
But wait, what is this? What is that called?
It's called the Hills Hillbilly Heaven.
See, it ought to be Sugarfoot's.
It should be Sugarfoot's.
Yeah.
It should be. It should be.
Okay.
It was AI generated.
Yeah, I get you. Sure.
And then last but not least, they have what is Hank's house. So they have the Hill House, where you could go inside the Hill House, take a picture with Hank, and all of that. So that is the Arlen Adventure Park.
So the only thing I would add is maybe the restrooms ought to be monitored by Jimmy Witchert or something.
A Jimmy Witchert type character.
Yeah, Jimmy Witchert's Piatorium or something very similar to that. I also hope that you have a possibility of maybe going into like a sweat lodge type thing hosted by John Redcorn. I think that would be kind of cool if you did some sort of walkabout or ayahuasca kind of thing with John Redcorn. I would also say that maybe you have a log flume ride. And you call it Lucky's pee-pee slip or something, maybe the water's...
Lucky's pee-pee slide and the water's all
the water's a little yellow.
It's like a Mountain Dew color.
Yeah.
Or it is Mountain Dew. They give you a souvenir cup that you just scoop up out of the lake.
Oh, gross. Okay. And then you get your own lawsuits. But yeah, this sounds like a great place. I mean, I'm in. I'm an investor. Let's go. I got $100.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful.
Sure.
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas.
All right, we're back.
Okay, so I had again have asked the AI generator to do a generation for us, and the generation was a King of the Hill themed food truck. But I gave it a twist. I said, "Can you give me a King of the Hill themed food truck with 3 ingredient recipes?"
3 ingredient recipes.
So it spits out recipes, of course, that are just all, wholesome.
And 3, of
recipes.
Course, for the Trinity.
All right. So what I also asked it to pair alcoholic beverages with it to give some pairings for it.
Sure.
And so the
So
King
this
of the
going
Hill,
back to that story you initially started this with, the guy in New York State that had it generate a restaurant with wine pairings. But now we're talking King of the Hill food truck and alcohol pairings to go along with it.
Yes, alcohol pairings to go with it.
Okay.
So actually, this is just regular. This isn't the three recipe one. But what you have is you have Bobby's Bacon Burger.
Which
is a juicy beef patty topped with crispy bacon, melted cheese, lettuce, melted cheddar cheese, and then lettuce, tomato, onion, and it's served on a toasted bun with a side of seasoned fries. These are real beers. And I looked them up, and I looked up what pairing. So they are kind of right on with what they pair it with. So it is paired with a St. Arnold fancy lawnmower beer.
I have had that. Have you ever had the lawnmower?
I've never had that beer whatsoever. It's a good
strong beer. I can see that going with a bacon burger.
I didn't know it even was a real thing until I looked it up.
Yep. St. Arnold's is, I think they're a Texas-based company.
Okay.
But
yes, actually, all of these beers are Texas brewery beers.
Yeah.
I asked for craft beer pairings from Texas brews.
St. Arnold, the lawnmower, I believe, is still a 4% beer, so it's not like a high ABV or anything.
Yeah.
But
just
anyway,
a decent beer.
Yeah.
The next one is Hank's Spicy Sausage, which is a propane grilled sausage on a hoagie roll with grilled onions and peppers and spicy mustard, served with a side of potato salad, and you would pair it with a real ale, Fireman's 4 beer.
Oh yeah, Fireman's 4. That one always tastes like earwax to me.
Okay.
But yeah.
Pairs well with spicy sausage, apparently with a spicy mustard. I feel like the mustard with the sausage, maybe that's a earwax comparison there.
No. I mean the Fireman's 4.
The Fireman's
tastes
4.
a little weird.
Well, maybe together. Yeah.
I was never like a big. They get to be where they're too hoppy.
Yeah, I'm not big on craft beer because of that.
Hoppy.
Yeah. The third menu item would be Peggy's Pecan Chicken Salad, a fresh salad of pecan. Pecan. However it's said.
Pecan.
It's definitely pronounced many different ways. However, you pronounce pecan, pecan, pecan.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Fresh salad of mixed greens topped with grilled chicken, candied pecans, crumbled blue cheese, and a balsamic vinaigrette. And you pair it with the Jester King Le Petit Prince beer.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Never heard of that one either.
But it sounds good.
It sounds like it could be good.
My wife used to get a salad like that, but had strawberries in it also.
Okay.
Which
well,
I always thought was
you
weird.
probably add strawberries.
I don't mix fruit and vegetables, but
I'm
whatever.
good on that.
Yeah.
And then you have the Dale's Steak Tacos, which is 2 grilled steak tacos topped with fresh pico de gallo and queso fresco, served with a side of chips and salsa, and you pair it with a 512 pecan porter. And then you have the Boomhauer's brisket sandwich, slow-cooked brisket topped with pickles and barbecue sauce, served on a toasted bun with a side of coleslaw. Pair it with a Lone Star beer.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, that's perfect. If you don't have Alamo, Lone Star's the next obvious choice.
Next Texas beer. And then for dessert, they recommend the Luann's apple pie, which is a warm slice of apple pie served with a scoop of vanilla ice cream.
Vanilla bean.
And you pair it with a Karbach Love Street beer.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Love Street's good.
And that is the food truck. And then I asked for names for a food truck. The one that I liked the most was Peggy's Pecan Cafe or the Arlen Burger Co.
I like Arlen Burger Co.
I liked Strickland Propane Grill. I liked that one.
Strictly Strickland.
Ones that I didn't like too much were Dale's Drive-In or Bobby's Burger Bus.
What was the name of the one that Hank ran for Buck? At the time, he ran a food truck, right?
Yeah,
Do you remember the name of it, Mason? Might want to mark this part too.
No, I don't think Mason remembers that one either.
Well, I see him doing research. He's over there typing it in furiously. Look at him. Look how happy he is to be doing this.
There's another one that popped up a few times too.
Yeah.
It was called Peggy's Texas Caviar, which is black-eyed peas, corn, tomatoes, onions, and peppers.
Yeah, that's
and
that
it's
basic
like a chip
Texas
dip.
caviar stuff.
Yeah, it's like a chip dip, Texas caviar.
I've seen that
never
stuff.
heard of that before.
Sugarfoot's Express.
Oh, that's right.
In the episode Trans-Fascism.
It's what?
And Sugarfoot's Express in the episode Trans-Fascism.
That's right, where they're fighting the trans fats.
When every Fox show had to have an episode about trans fats.
That's right.
Yeah,
American Dad did it, Family Guy did it. They all did it.
Everybody did a show about trans fats.
It was a big deal at the time. I mean, it was we just figured out what the hell trans fats were. It was a simpler time.
So that's the food truck. And,
I love that idea.
Just as a joke, I had asked the AI, I was like,
when will World War III start?
In what ways can you help me run a food truck? And then she explained to me, or she,
you say.
Ooh,
sorry. That was a little bit of a slip there.
The AI explained to me, well, you just always picture an
inanimate objects
digital assistant
for some reason are always referred to in the feminine.
Well, the AI said that it could help me develop a menu, creating a menu that appeals to your target market and matches the theme of your food truck. Branding and marketing. I can help you come up with creative branding ideas and marketing strategies to promote your food truck, such as social media campaigns and targeted advertising. Menu engineering. I can help you adjust your menu prices, portion sizes, and recipes to maximize profitability and customer satisfaction.
Okay.
Inventory management. I can provide you with tips on how to track your inventory, avoid waste, so you can save money on food cost.
All right, Lady Robot. You're getting a little creepy at this point, but
Financial planning.
Nope.
I can offer insights on how to manage your cash flow, prepare a budget, and forecast future profits and expenses. And the people are using this right now. There are people that are using this to operate. Operational efficiency. I can provide you with advice from how to streamline your operations and optimize workflow, from ordering supplies to cooking and serving food, as well as training employees.
DNA evaluation. I can evaluate and eliminate those who do not meet certain specifications via DNA.
And last but not least, customer service. I can provide you with tips on how to provide exceptional customer service, from greeting customers to handling complaints. So what people are doing, Mike, is they are taking the API, which for those of that you don't know, API is like the code. They're taking the code for the Chat GPT. It's the toolbox, and they're taking this toolbox and they're creating and they're implementing it in different ways. And
they're working it into already existing things. They're creating brand
technologies
new things
and stuff like that. I
mean, look at Microsoft.
They're just doing all kinds of crazy stuff with it. And the one that I'm more interested in seeing than Microsoft or any of these others is I'm waiting for Google's reveal.
Yeah, it's going to be something.
Their
huge
AI.
and weird.
their AI has to be the best trained artificial intelligence.
You would think so.
Out of all of them.
Either them or Apple.
One
or the other.
All of the internet's information is default Google.
Yeah.
The biggest servers in the world for hosting are Google.
I wonder.
There's so much. Or maybe even Amazon's.
Wow. And
because they know our habits.
See, now you're getting into
They know more about people habits.
You're getting into the three things, like Google controls search, which I think is probably being threatened by this.
It is.
Got
Yeah, there's been a lot of
talk
of
who runs a buttload of software in the world. And then you've got Amazon that controls all of our shopping habits and knows all of that stuff. And they all three have things we can literally just speak to, and they look stuff up for us.
I think the edge really is with Google, though. I think the edge is really with Google, because Google, if you're using their browser, they're not only just tracking what websites you look at, they can also track your spending habits as far as where you're buying things.
Sure.
They can also track your debt as far as see what debts you have and what you've spent your money on already and where you've wasted your money. They could target ads for, if you, this guy's got X amount of money in student debt, so they start targeting ads towards, student debt relief, or, that's what I'm saying. So Google has this bigger power, I feel like, over all the other websites, because Google is. Google is kind of thing.
I agree
it's
to
such
that.
an all-encompassing tool.
To a certain extent, but then I think about phones and Apple's dominance in the cell phone market. If you were to ever marry the three things, Google with search, Apple with the cell phone technology and all the stuff they do on the back end that they don't tell you about, and then Amazon server farms and all of their AWS stuff.
Yeah.
If you were to ever get those three together, we'd be in real trouble, because they're Skynet.
They're Skynet.
Those three together.
Well, I feel like just Google by themselves is scary enough, because literally...
Oh, they're all scary.
Well, they're all scary. But I don't know. Google scares me the most, because Google is more ingrained and more integrated in everybody's everyday life than even Apple is. Because you might have an Apple, but I have a Samsung, but we both go to Google.com to look something up, or whatever video link we're sending each other. It's a YouTube video link.
Sure.
Which is owned by Google. You know what I mean? Even though technology is different, Google is in Apple. Google is in.
Well, you got to worry
devices.
about a company. When you talk about worrying about Google the most, you got to worry about a company who has to put in their bylaws, "Don't be evil." Does that mean you were and now you're not going to be?
Fun fact,
or what?
Google has a 1.1 something million or 2 something million or trillion market cap. They have just started doing cuts and requiring their employees to share desks.
Yeah, it is a weird time in the world, especially with all these cuts and stuff. We'll see what happens. We got all these people working at home now. We're cutting all these people. Something's got to give.
Welcome to a Wednesday episode of DIY.
Welcome
AI.
to Wednesday Depression featuring AI.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? That was cool, though. That was fun. Yeah,
I like exploring, seeing what the AI can come up with. We'll see what they have next time on DIY AI.
Next time, all about dolphin penises by Google's AI.
It would.
He just said no.
It could write something.
It could. I don't want that. I don't want that. No, thank you. All right, tell them where they can find us.
Well, what if it's like a superhero type movie where Hank has to
Saved
fight
by a dolphin penis?
Well, no, Hank has to fight a gigantic human-sized prehensile dolphin penis.
Nope.
No.
Don't like that either. No.
Mason had a slight grin, and he almost chuckled, but then he visualized it. He was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
It's like being attacked by one of those corkscrew duck penises.
And he has taken off his headset. he is done for the day.
Done.
But we're gonna say Wimatanya on that note.
Tell them where they can find us.
You can find us at Linktree, linktr.ee/BWAAAKOTH, or RogueMediaNetwork.com.
And we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Wimatanya.
This has been a Rogue Media podcast.